Welcome to this linear groove lesson. So, right off the bat, let's speak about why linear drumming is important. The point of linear drumming is to be able to play complex patterns at speed. If you stack notes and limbs on top of each other, you can only go so fast. To make an extreme example, but one which proves my point, try and play as fast as you can with your right hand and your left hand playing at the same time. Now, try and play as fast as you can with 0 stack notes between your hands, i.e. right, left, right, left, right, left. Which is faster? This is the concept, but obviously we'll be applying it to all 4 limbs today, both hands and both feet. Today's groove will be only 16 notes long, despite it being in 30-second notes, and can be reduced to 2 groups of 8. So, if you're looking for an easy to learn, cool sounding couple of patterns which you can deploy in both grooves and fills, this is for you. In this video, I'll break the groove down, show you how you can play it in 16th notes in case 30 seconds are too much of a challenge, and guarantee by the end you'll have this down and be able to deploy it wherever you like, as long as you're willing to put in a drop of practice. Deal? I was inspired to learn this pattern by Mike Johnston. If you know his work, I'm sure you've seen him play kick, right, left, right, left. In a bid to make this pattern my own, I substituted one note and stumbled upon something I absolutely loved. By replacing the second kick with a hi-hat foot, we unlock a beautiful pattern full of texture and ghost notey wizardry. Let's just learn this to begin in 16th notes. Kick, right, left, hi-hat foot, right, left at 60 BPM. As it's 8 notes long, we'll just play it twice so it fills up a bar. All right hands will be on the hi-hat and all left hands ghosted on the snare. I first saw this pattern obsessing over Dennis Chambers' playing. Lots of the greats have played it, and if I remember correctly, Todd Sucherman in Methods and Mechanics breaks it down too. To me, this was one of those beautiful pieces of playing where the drummers move their right hands around, but it sounds like there's a constant roll going on with the left hand. Of course, this is an audio illusion and it just appears that way, but this pattern sounds killer and you won't be disappointed getting it down. The pattern is right, left, right, left. So, a group of 3, right, left, played twice into 2 single strokes, right, left. Whilst there's a bunch of cool things we can do with the left hand with this, for today, let's just ghost all the lefts. We'll bring the right hand down to the snare for the very first note of the pattern, and all the other rights can remain on the hat. So, 8 notes long, and at 60 BPM, it should sound like this. Love how that accents the tresillo or the 3 side of the clave. Very useful. These are all the patterns we're going to work with today, so take a bow, you're halfway there. We'll do something quite interesting with the orchestration shortly, so stay tuned for that. Now though, the next step will be to get down playing these 2 patterns into each other, nice and slow, at 60 BPM. Oh damn, that's spicy. So we're going to make the jump now to 30-second notes, and whilst the pattern won't change, we should do something cool with the orchestration to give this pattern some character. If you struggle to keep time making the jump to 30-second notes, put on an 8th note click so it feels like you're still playing 16th notes. If you don't have a fancy click, just double the BPM to do this. For example, if you're practicing at 60 BPM, change the click to 120 BPM, but play exactly the same thing. We're going to play this groove today in an A, B, A, C format with the orchestration. All that means is we'll do one orchestration, the one you just did, into another, back to the original, and then into one that's different again. This will give us some interesting contrast to the groove, and you don't need to change the pattern at all. The kick, right, left, hat, right, left will always stay between the hi-hat and the snare. So consider that bit learnt. So A is going to be the orchestration we just did, where all rights were on the hat until the first note of pattern 2, where we came down to the snare for that note, but all the rest of the rights were on the hat and the lefts were ghosted on the snare. Orchestration B will be exactly the same thing, but the final right of the entire pattern will just be played on the floor tom. Easy. We'll go back to orchestration A for the start of bar 2, i.e. all notes between the hi-hat and the snare, but for the last orchestration C, we'll play each right of the right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left on a different drum. The order will be snare, tom 1, floor tom. This sounds complicated in words, but once you hear me play it, it'll be easy. Nice. So once you've got this down at 30 BPM if necessary, slowly increase the tempo by 2 BPM at a time, or whatever you feel ready for, until we reach our goal tempo of 70 BPM. Not too fast, and you can definitely play this faster if you'd like. Our intro track was at that BPM, so that's what I'll demonstrate it at for now. But do push it if you'd like. A quick note on this. When you're first learning a groove like this, scrap the metronome. Once you've got it under your hands, i.e. you can actually play it a little bit, then start the metronome, and then start to slowly increase the tempo. You'll need to be able to physically play the notes in the right order before you can start to play this in time. Okay, now for goal tempo. So, a couple of quick tips for how to make a groove like this sound really great. 1. Make sure your snare wires are quite tight and your bottom snare head is cranked. This is an intricate part and you'll need the sensitivity of the drum to be able to bring out the intricacy of the ghost notes. 2. The ghost notes sound kind of cool at the edge of the snare. I know some people say don't do this, and it is a taste thing. But for me, I like it when drummers' ghost notes in a groove like this are on the edge of the drum and then they come more towards the middle for the backbeat. I hope this has shown you that with just 2 linear patterns, you can become an absolute linear drumming ninja by just moving the orchestration and seeing what you come up with. There are plenty more options than what I just showed you, so please explore and make it your own. Thanks so much for watching, and until next lesson, all the best.